The most productive hour for a six-figure earner. The reason I'm talking about, the most productive hour for a six-figure earner is because if you're in that situation where you feel like you're working extremely hard on your business or in your business and you don't feel like you're advancing fast enough, there might be a time where you need to start thinking, how can you be, more productive in the same amount of time? And when I look back and I think about what is one of the main things that made a difference in our business as we were going through the six figures, trying to scale the business to seven figures, one of the things that made a huge difference was that this hour, the productive hour that I'm going to share with you right now. And that hour is about a meeting. And that meeting is not about prospecting, doing one-on-ones, or it's about a meeting with your core leadership. And when you meet with your core leadership, it's not about just like a rah-rah kind of leadership meeting where everybody is happy and they share and they motivate each other and all that. No. What I mean by having an hour that is the most productive hour you can ever have, so you can scale your business to seven figures, is about having a structured meeting in which first, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to share what has been happening in the previous week in terms of exciting things, right, in the business. You're going to share your vision. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to ask your core leadership to share their challenges so they can see that, everyone else is having similar challenges, so they feel they are in this together, right? So that's the second thing. Every single leader is going to share his or her challenge for they've had in the previous week. The third thing that is going to happen is that then you, as a leader, you're going to address those challenges, right? And you're going to provide a solution to those challenges, right? And it's like kind of you are teaching them, right? Based on your experience, you can share what you did in that situation. So after you've done that, the next thing that is going to happen is that, or this should happen, is that then you're going to pass it to them and they're going to acknowledge, right, that they understood what you were sharing with them, and they know that they understand that it's a challenge, that it's normal in their business, and they are ready to address it in the following week. After that has happened, the last thing that you're going to do, once you know they have acknowledged that, what you taught them is something that they believe is possible, the last thing you're going to do is to have a kind of I would say, approve, that they are actually in the same page as you are and everybody's in the same page. You're going to ask them for commitment. And the way you ask for commitment is to ask them to send you their goals for that following week. So when you have that structured meeting and you do it over and over again, what you will see is that people will get into the habit of a thinking process that will help them to have a clear understanding on where their business is at, how to get to the goal, and what is required along the way to get there. And when you do it on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, what you will see is like people will have a clear vision. And not just that will be your biggest leverage, because eventually they're going to be independent leaders, they're going to be running their own meetings, and they have a structure on how to run those meetings. So eventually you won't be necessary in those meetings. So hopefully that makes sense. And just remember, that is the most productive hour you will ever do. And that is to meet with your core leadership once a week for 1 hour with this structured meeting that I just shared with you.